press fit valve that's brand new that I got to install my reverse osmosis water system, and it's leaking when I try to get it connected, and the reason why is that washer you can see got pushed in there somehow and it's off where it's supposed to be. The washer still appears to be intact, but it's off, and so I couldn't get the pipe inserted all the way, and also when I did get it pushed in and turned on the water, it would just leak like crazy around the edges. So I'm going to try to use a small pair of hemostats to try to get that washer in the right position where it needs to be, because otherwise I'm going to have to replace this valve, and the water's already hooked up to it, so it'd be nice if I can just keep this one and not have to get a new one. Save me a hassle on the trip to the store. So I'm going to work on this and see if I can get that washer or that O-ring in the right position to fix it. That was actually way easier than I thought. Now you can see the O-ring is in the correct position. I just pushed it back into the right spot. Since the O-ring was already back in there, I just had to grab it with this tiny pair of hemostats. You can see I took this little tiny pair of hemostats, reached in there, grabbed the O-ring, and kind of just pulled it toward me a little bit, and then it snapped right into position, into the right spot. So I'm hopeful that will work now to get it, the pipe inserted without it leaking like it was before. So if you have a leak in a press fit connection, take off the pipe and then see if the O-ring is just off a little bit. And sometimes you can reposition the O-ring with this little pair of, you can use a little thing of needle nose pliers like this might work, or a small hemostat like this. I even thought about using a tiny flathead screwdriver, but this ended up working really well. A little tiny hemostat, just to grab that little O-ring and pull it towards me a little bit, get it right snapped into the right spot there. So I'll get that inserted and see if it'll work now. Well, that seems better. Now the moment of truth, if I can turn this on. Let's see if that works. Oh yay, hallelujah. And it's not leaking anymore. So that's great. Before, when I turn on this valve, it just sprayed all kinds of water out the side here because that O-ring had come loose, but now I got that repositioned, it's working great, not leaking at all. Now I'll have reverse osmosis water hooked up to my fridge line. That's what that is, that goes to my fridge line. And I got my other reverse osmosis water feeding up to the spigot on our sink, so it's gonna be nice to have some really clean water to drink now.